Hey, it's Aurora, Queen of Transformation. So, oh man, I woke up this morning excited. Like, you know when you have something going on, something's resonating in your body and it's keeping you up, whether it's nerves or excitement or whatever. Yeah, well, I was tired as crap last night because I fell asleep and, after watching Kelly Jones's YouTube channel, I watched several of her segments, and her musings have like logically and put into place so much of what I've felt over the last few years, and I'm so inspired by this person because she is sort of she's culminated a lot of different aspects of myself into one single unit, which I have been having some trouble packing and putting together. It's like putting puzzle pieces together. Anyway, a lot of her musings made so much sense. It's stuff that's been going on in my head for quite some time, and I'll direct you to everybody that I talk about because this is sort of a thank you, gratitude to the people in my life and the things that are inspiring me right now. So, Kelly Jones, check out her YouTube channel. Awesome, awesome, awesome. And also, I also want to thank, is it Iman? Iman? It's got to be Iman. Iman, who I had like a really intense 2 or 3 day long discussion with over one of my last videos. If you look at am I butting heads or sniffing butts video, and we got into it, man. And it was so cool because I think I was able to find a certain power in myself and trust myself on a whole new level than ever before. And I was also able to practice detaching myself from my ego. In some sense, not all of it, but in some sense, I was able to practice detaching some of my stuff and hold the space for somebody else. And do you know how good that felt? It felt awesome because number one, I was sitting in my power. I was sitting in my center while I was doing it. And number two, it showed me a whole new realm of possibilities. And part of that was because of the fantastic information that Iman delivered to me as well. So I want to thank him for that. Go check him out. He's got a great channel on the law, lots of stuff on the law of attraction, and he's got a really good mental grasp on it. So if you have any questions, I would ask him. So what I want to talk about too, oh man, okay, I'm so inspired. I gotta thank, and I want to publicly thank my acting coach, Tom Bentley. He was my acting coach for 3.5 years, and as far as I'm concerned, he's my acting coach for the rest of my life. This man I started working with for, I guess, in my mid-20s, and I worked with him for 3.5 years, and he gave me... I allowed him to turn my life inside out and upside down. I trusted him to do that because I needed it. He called, I remember when I first started with him, we sat down at a meeting and he was interviewing me. He was asking me why I was interested in working with him, and I gave him the answers, and he looked at me and he just chuckled. He's like, I don't know why you people come to me. He was like, it's torture. And I was just like, bring it on. Bring it on. And he did. And the first thing that he came at me with was that I was a liar. And that blew my mind at the time because I didn't realize that I was a liar because I wasn't being transparent. Transparency is like letting people see who you really are, revealing who you really are, and being authentic. And so all of the work that I did with him was about uncovering, revealing, and delivering. Essentially delivering spirit to the work, to the art, to the world, and trusting that. And so I was lucky enough to learn, these are my secret ninja notes, these are coined by one of my good friends, movement psychology, which, can you see it? Which is a crap load of notes and gives you a way in. Not that that means a lot, but they're fantastic notes, and I feel so lucky to have them. And this is actually the stuff that Anthony Hopkins and Sean Connery's careers are based on. They have these oh so secret ninja acting notes. So, yes. Anyway, I gotta thank him. Visit him, tombentley.net, if you're in Saskatoon, if you're in Barcelona. I mean, he's all over the place. But I worked with him in San Francisco, and he's big, guys. Man, he's big. Okay. Moving on. So transparency is what I'm working on, and I guess not just on myself, because I feel like I am pretty transparent, but it has to do with transparency coming up against boundaries and the dance that they have, and so my intention a few days ago was to clear myself of my BS. There is always going to be more BS, but like really there's some things that have been holding me back, and part of that is a belief system, which is what I initially picked up from Iman, and then was sort of blown open. My head was blown open by Kelly Jones, but really expanding and feeling, okay, so there's some other stuff out here, and this is exciting. I'm so excited about the possibilities right now, especially today. Today's a crazy day, but I'm in the process, my body's in the process of reorganizing because it's so disoriented, and that's fine. It feels awesome. So, I'll keep you updated on my progress or my process, because there's one thing that really resonated with me that Kelly said, and she said that it's not living, it's what did she say? She said you can't have a meditative point unless you have the build up to it. And that's so true. I mean, that's what yoga is. And you've got to live life fully so that you earn the peace at the end. Does that make sense? So part of the whole process of life is not getting more centered, or not centered, but not getting more calm and more at peace. That comes later by itself. You don't have to work for it. But right now, in the big picture, it's about exploring and living and celebrating life, and like challenging yourself and all of this stuff. And it's like, man, giving yourself the permission to really go there and really dig in deep and experience you to the fullest, without having the BS boundaries of your family, of society, of all that stuff, and dig in, because that is where you find your true happiness and your love and your excitement and a big life experience. So my task is to begin my life experience, to make it bigger. I'm so looking forward to it, and I can't wait for all of... I just can't wait. Anyway, I don't know. I'm going to post links. If you have any comments on this stuff, this is sort of rambling, but musings, my own musings. But if you have any comments on this stuff, please leave it below. I love you guys.